everyone. This is Tim with Online Big Blue. We'll bring you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. I said 31-27. G-Men. Who that Giants? Good game by the G-Men. I'm not going to say that we called it. I'm not going to say I called it on the live stream this morning. I'm not going to say a bunch of people owe me money for the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I'm not going to say any of those things because you want to know it's all about the Giants. I'm not going to say I said Daniel Jones was going to get away from all this and have a huge game. I'm not going to say they were going to get Saquon Barkley out in space and he was going to look like the Saquon Barkley of old. I'm not going to say any of that because that would just be wrong. Daniel Jones, 28 to 40, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception, 0 sacks. You got to give all the credit in the world to that offensive line. All the credit in the world. Saquon Barkley, 13 carries, 52 yards, 4 yards a carry, a touchdown. He also had the big reception, 5 receptions for 74 yards, 14.8, and the touchdown, that 54-yard reception. Kenny G, the smooth sounds of Kenny G finally came out. 6 catches, 116 yards, 19.3. 28 was his longest, 7 targets. He caught 6 out of 7 targets. Kadarius Toney became more of a focal point in the offense. You got to give the Rook some credit. 6 catches, 78 yards, 13 yards carry. The longest one was 21 on 9 targets. John Ross with that big reception, that big touchdown, 52-yarder. That was a nice throw by Daniel Jones. Even Evan Ingram, 5 catches, 27 yards, gets in there with some. And he had some timely catches too. He was targeted for 6 times, 5 catches. The defense. The defense is still our bugaboo right now. The bugaboo is still going to be the defense. Leonard Williams needs to show up. Leonard Williams got run over by Taysom Hill. We are still getting no pressure. 0 sacks. And we got that. We didn't get the great Jameis Winston, but we didn't get the bad Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, 17 to 23, 226 and a touchdown. That big interception by Hill was a game sealer. You have to say that. It was a game sealer. It was not a game sealer, but I should rephrase that. It was a momentum changer. I assume now all of the fire Jason Garrett. It's all Jason Garrett's fault. I assume now that's going to be eliminated for at least a week. I mean, you have to think that would be. It was a good game. It was a strong game by the entire team, except, they had their moments up and down. I still worry a little bit about Patrick Graham and some of the things that he calls defensively. I don't think that he's 100% in tune sometimes with the flow of the game. But, for the win that we had, I mean, this was I got people texting me already. This was a good win. Like I said it at the stream this morning. There was no logical reason, explanation, or anything that I could think of football-wise that you would say the Giants were going to win this game. I had nothing. I had no backing of anything that would make you think that the Giants could pull this game off. You had the Giants going into the Dome after the first game, back from the hurricane. You had a fired up crowd. You had a team that looked like they had the Giants on the ropes a couple times. And like I said, there was really no logistical reason for us to think that we were going to win this game, but I just had a gut feeling. I just had a feeling that getting away from all the rigmarole and everything that was going on in New York and going out there, that we were going to somehow pick it up. People thought I was crazy. Not going to lie. People thought I was crazy on the stream. They thought I went a little loopy. But I didn't go loopy. Did I go loopy? No. I just had that feeling. And I'm glad I had that feeling, and I'm glad that the Giants really, like I said, I'm not going to say they really put a full 4 quarters of football together, but they played well when they needed to. They came out and showed a little moxie, showed a little mettle, showed the fact that, if you're down to a good team, and I think the Saints are going to be a good team. I think they're going to be transitioning a little bit with the whole, of course, moving on from Drew Brees. And I think there's going to be some growing pains with our old buddy Jameis Winston. But I think the Giants showed something they hadn't showed in the first 3 weeks of the season. That they could hang with a good team and they could find a way to finish the game. And I think that's what we need to look at. The Giants finished today. They finished the game. They didn't go into their typical, they had a couple moments where they went a little, to me, I thought they went a little too conservative. But you know what? I mean, because you're 0-3. You want to play smash mouth. You're 0-3. You want to just prove to this team that you can beat them. And I think that's what they did. I think Daniel Jones came of age a little bit. Am I saying he's going to be the franchise quarterback? No, I'm not saying that yet because it's one game. But one game could be a momentum changer. One game could allow you to go into 2 games. 2 games can allow you to go into 3 games. Now, I did say in the stream that I thought we were going to win this game and lose 6 in a row. I did say that. I'm not going to lie. But I am going to say this. If the Giants can build momentum, if the Giants can feel that they can compete in these games, and Daniel Jones has the ability, and he did that this game, and I kind of had a feeling he would. If he has the ability to look down further than 7 yards down the field, the Giants could be, something to watch. But the problem is you start 1-3, you're starting in the hole again. And you can't start in the hole and always be digging your way out. And that's kind of what who didn't think that with the momentum swing with the Saints after they took the lead and the Giants had the field goal that the Saints were going to come back and win this game? Who didn't believe that besides me, who called this right again? Not going to say anything. Called the Seattle game right too. Not saying anything. Not saying I'm a genius, but just kidding. I can't find my sarcasm button. I'm so happy. But it was a good win. It was a team win. It was a win where the offense surprisingly picked up the defense. Defense gave up that big 11-play, 67-yard drive that took up 7-8 minutes. We got to get off the field on these longer drives. Saquon Barkley looks like he's finally feeling himself back into the game. Daniel Jones is looking down the field, and we actually threw the ball to Kenny. So it's a good win. It's a good win around. We got some holes in the defense we got to work through, but you know what? We're not going to worry about any of that stuff because we're going to worry about that next week. We're going to do our stream tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to see all those people that are in the chat. I want to see you all back. I think you owe me something. I'm not saying whom. I'm not saying who are those 70 people who owe me something, but I'll be waiting for you at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue. We're bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could if you subscribe, ring that bell, you know what it means. That'd be awesome.